5 shots, 0.8 of an inch at 100 yards. Okay guys, we're out here at 1,000 yards. So that's where it's gone in. How far has it gone through? There's a couple of things that I really dislike about this rifle, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Thompson Performance Center long range rifle. So this rifle here guys is basically, it is a Thompson Center, but it is tweaked from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center. So it's being marketed as a long range rifle, and I'm certainly keen, to see how it performs. So first of all, let me show you what it comes with. We've got some promotional gear and information on warranty. We've got the manual naturally, and we get 3 little Allen keys here, so you can make some adjustments on the rifle, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. And we've got a lock, and last of all we've just got this soft carry case here. So on the side we've got some magazine compartments or holders, and inside it's just nice and soft, along with this actual carry strap. Just go ahead and clear it, and we'll give you a run by of it. Now, being a long range rifle, it's certainly hefty. This one weighs 11.5 pounds, or about 5.2 kilos. So, definitely a lot of weight there, for that long range precision work. Now the one that I've got here is in 6.5 Creedmoor. You can actually get them in 243 or 308, and obviously the one I've got is in a matte black finish, but you can also get them in a flat dark earth. So there's a few different options there for you. So I'll start with the barrel here. Now we've got a 24-inch or 61 centimeter fluted barrel. We've got the Thompson Center muzzle brake at the end there, so that should help, with reducing recoil and just allow you to stay on target a little bit better at long range. Now they do advertise 5R rifling in this. Now I'll just put this back down because, as I said, it's pretty hefty. 5R rifling. So what does that mean, guys? 5R rifling basically means that the lands in the actual bore there aren't sharp. There's no sharp edges or anything like that. So what they claim is that when the projectile moves through the rifling, there is less friction. There's no cutting into the projectile to cause any deformities. Okay, so that's what they say about it. In reality, is it any better than any other barrel? Well, look, you could start a bar fight with that one, guys. So all I go off is how the actual rifle performs for me at the time. So we'll see how we go with it. Now, as you would have seen at the front there, they've also added a Cardwell bipod. Okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of guys would probably look at maybe an Atlas or a Harris bipod if they're going to get into some serious long-range competition work. We've also got M-lock or Magpul M-lock slots at the front here on the stock. So if you want to add any rails or anything like that, you can certainly do it. Now coming back to the action here. Just a beautiful smooth action on this. I must admit, I am very impressed with the action. The bolt there's got 3 locking lugs at the front. The safety is just a push back, push forward style safety. So when you push it back, obviously the trigger can't be pulled. However, you can still manipulate the action. Push forward and then you can fire. Now the trigger on this is user adjustable between 2.5 to 3.5 pounds. So I put the trigger pull gauge on mine, and it was breaking clean at 2.5 pounds. So definitely, no issues there. The actual trigger, I'll just cock it again here, and let's just change the angle. Hopefully you can see this. It's very similar to like the Savage AccuTrigger. You've got that trigger blade safety that obviously has to be depressed first before you can pull on the trigger blade itself, and the firearm will actually go off from there. We've got a single stack 10 round magazine here. Now this is just an accurate mag, so I can't see any problem, with this magazine. The grip here is just a standard Hogue AR-15 grip from what I could see. So, you know, if you do want to change that to perhaps a, thicker grip, more target style, you know, for a bigger palm swell, then you can do that as well. I personally really rate these grips. I've got these ones on all the ARs that I've had and still have now. Like, I just love these grips. They're cheap, they're affordable, but they just feel so nice in the hand. The rail on top here has 20 MOA built in, so you know, it's going to help you get out to those extended ranges. On top, I've got my own Tier 1 uni mounts. Now, yeah, guys, you'll be able to see they are the high version, so in this particular rifle, unfortunately, the scope's going to be a little bit higher than what I'd like, but look, that's all I got at the end of the day. I don't have any other mounts, you know, to actually bring this down lower. So on top, I've got the Carl's K624i, so you know, it's a 6-24 by 56 optic, very high quality, so you know, it should hopefully bring out the best in this rifle. Now moving to the rear here, this stock here, very sturdy. There's absolutely no movement, obviously, because it's just attached, you know, to the main chassis by a large Allen screw. You've got user adjustable wheels here basically to turn, or knobs to turn for your adjustment on length of pull, and also your adjustment on the actual cheek height. So this is good for me because obviously with this scope I need to bring that up a little bit, so that's worked out really well for me. Now the one complaint I've got here, guys, this is straight off the bat. I don't understand why they would be doing this, but with the bolt, obviously you can't remove the bolt. Even with the cheek piece, you know, fully down, there's not enough clearance to be able to remove the bolt. And the manual actually says to remove the bolt, you must actually unscrew the Allen screw there, and that's why they give you the larger Allen key, so you can do that. So just grabbing that. So yeah, okay, so you unscrew the stock there. Okay, and that's actually how you remove the bolt. So each and every time you need to remove the bolt or put the bolt in, that's what you got to do. Like I say, guys, I really don't understand the thought process behind that. It seems very strange, but anyhow, that's what they've done, and that's what they recommend, you know, in the manual. So guys, price-wise on this, okay, $2,899 here in Australia. It comes with a 3-shot MOA guarantee at 100 yards. So I'm not sure why they've gone with a 3-shot MOA guarantee either, because most of the precision rifles that I've reviewed have all had a 5-shot MOA guarantee at 100. So yeah, hopefully, you know, we'll have no problem in achieving that. Now, price-wise, certainly starting to get up there a little bit. You know, you're in the realms definitely of like the Ruger Precision, the Ticker A1 TAC. You know, you're around about that price range for a couple of strong competitors. So, you know, I am very hopeful that this rifle will shoot very well. And, you know, if I know Smith & Wesson Performance Center, I don't think I'll be disappointed. So anyhow, let's get out on the farm now, guys. I want to get some rounds put down range and see how this performs. First thing I've got to do, though, is get this bolt back in and the rear stock on. Okay, so let's run you through the ammo that we've got here. So the first one is the Federal Premium Match loaded with the 130 grain Burger. Then we've got the 129 grain SST from Hornady. Now, not a match round, but you know, we'll just see how it shoots through the rifle. Then we've got the 140 grain Match from Winchester. Now, we've done very well with a lot of 6.5 reviews that I've done using this round, so hopefully it goes fairly well. Next one here is the 140 grain Match from American Eagle. And last of all, we've just got some 140 grain Fusion. Once again, that's also not a match round, but we'll just see how it goes. So as usual, guys, we've got a target up there at 100 yards. You know, it's a precision rifle, so I don't see why we can't get, you know, 1 MOA or under at 100 yards for 5 shots. So that's what we're going to try for. Okay, so this is a little bit more consistent. We've come in at 5 shots, 0.8 of an inch at 100 yards. So that's a lot more what I would expect from a precision rifle. So the loading of the mag's pretty straightforward, just a single stack magazine. Now I've had no real dramas with it. Just once you find that sweet spot, it's very easy to load. Okay guys, so we'll start here at 600 yards. So I've come up 13.5 MOA using this 140 grain ELD match from Hornady. So we should be pretty much right on. So let's see how we go. Hit. Hit. Okay, we got a hit, we're high left. Hit. Pretty much same spot, high left. Hit. 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 Okay, 800 yards. Let's see how we go. Hit. Top right. Hit. Bottom right. Hit. Top left, about 11 o'clock. So we're getting a little bit of spread now. Hit. Hit. Okay guys, we're out here at 1,000 yards, so the wind's sort of picking up, dropping. We're getting some strong gusts, but this should be pretty interesting just to see how the rifle performs. So yeah, let's just see if we can get 5 shots on target there. And then we've got a Besser block or a cinder block next to it, and I just want to see how this ammo performs, you know, at 1,000 yards on that block. So let's have a bit of fun. Hit. 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 Load, 6 o'clock. Hit. Hit. Okay guys, so we've got a cinder or Besser block down there at 1,000 yards. We're using the 140 grain ELD Match from Hornady. Let's see just how far this goes into that Besser block. Okay, so that's where it's gone in. How far has it gone through? Well, as you can see there, it's only gone through the first layer, just like that 190 grain match did out of the 300 Winchester Magnum. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the target here at 1,000 yards. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots there, and that's on a 46 centimetre gong, so not too bad there at all. We had to compensate a bit for the wind as well, because obviously that was picking up and dropping, you know, as it normally does, and that's what adds to the fun of long range shooting in my view. So with that guys, I'm going to finish up my final thoughts on this rifle. Now, you know, it says Performance Center long range rifle. Okay, so to me it only has one specific purpose, and that's long range precision shooting. There's a couple of things that I really dislike about this rifle, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. First of all is the muzzle brake here. Now it seems to be over torqued just around to about 1 o'clock position. That's only a minor bugbear, I know, but at the end of the day, the gases aren't coming out at an equal angle both sides when you're shooting. So, you know, if you're marketing a precision rifle, I just don't understand why that wouldn't be 100% spot on. Now, coming back here to the action, guys. This action is just so smooth. I really, really do rate it. Absolutely beautiful. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. Now, the trigger on this, also pretty light, you know, no real dramas there until I got out to 1,000 yards. I started having it lock up on me. So what I mean by lock up on me is, you know, if you don't disengage that trigger safety before you depress the actual trigger blade itself, it'll lock. So, you know, if I just do it on the side here, okay, you can hear a little click and it locks. So then to squeeze the trigger, you've really got to squeeze it to make it, you know, obviously fire. So that was happening to me a bit at 1,000. I had 4 or 5 times that happen, and I don't know why, because, you know, I thought I had disengaged the trigger safety completely, but, you know, it did happen. So I'm telling you exactly what happened there. My biggest bugbear, I guess, guys, with this rifle is having to remove the rear stock to take the bolt out. I mean, that to me, I just don't understand the thought process behind that, why you would possibly do that with a long range precision rifle. I mean, the amount of guys that would like to, you know, hand load for this and obviously take the bolt out, patch out between, you know, 3 or 4 shots, you know, who are really into their precision shooting. I mean, this would just frustrate the living hell out of them, I'd imagine. And it's certainly done that to me, because, you know, when I was patching out at 100 when I was shooting the various ammos, you know, just having to take this rear stock off was just becoming an absolute pain. Not to mention storage laws here in Australia where, you know, in some states it requires to have the bolt removed. You know, so each time you've got to get an Allen key and unscrew the Allen screw and remove the stock to simply take the bolt out. I just don't understand that thought process, guys. So overall, you know, I've got really mixed thoughts about it. The accuracy out of it is nothing to write home about. I am thankful that one of you guys, and I don't know why, it was just a coincidence, because at the time of doing this review, no one knows that I'm actually reviewing this rifle. And there was one of you guys who'd made a comment on my channel and said, hey Ozzie, you know, you should have a look at the Thompson Center long range rifle. I've got one, it shoots really well with 140 grain Hornady Match. So that was the only reason that I went out and bought that, once I couldn't, you know, shoot anything decent with that other ammo. So yeah, that's the only reason. So yeah, guys, just not enough consistency there. And some people may think, geez, I'm being harsh on this rifle, but yeah, you know, if you're paying $2,899 for this rifle, and you know, for a couple of hundred more, you can get a Tikka A1 tack, which I've reviewed and have zero complaints about, and that's shooting 0.3 of an inch for 5 shots at 100. Do you see where I'm going with it, guys? You know, I just don't see the justification and the price for this rifle, because the performance, in my view, just doesn't match the price. So, yeah, that's my honest thoughts on it, guys. So I hope you really enjoyed watching the review. So till next time, we'll catch you then.